Hello there and welcome to Concept Hunter. My name is KOKOStern and today we're going to talk about I Quit Mustache. Obviously it's a lovely little name as mustache and mustache. Get it? Lovely. I completely ruined the joke. Anyways, the story is very simple. You're a badass that works in a company that's been taken over by evil aliens, and now the only difference really is that if you have a mustache you must quit or must go through traps and stuff like that. So that's pretty much it. This game is a platformer that just goes through. It's a one-button platformer where whenever you press either space or click, which are fine. I still don't like the space key, and I would prefer having other options such as just the up key in order to jump. Even though the other keys don't do anything, still the up key would very much be nice. But it's fine since it's a one-button platformer, it doesn't really matter. And we're gonna go through level select. Notice that I muted the music because in this game the music is obviously repetitive because it's the same thing, but the music really pisses me off after a little while, sadly. So I completely muted it so we don't have any music whatsoever and only sounds. Gonna go to the start here. You can already see that there are medals in each one of them. Exit by you complete the levels, and you have other stuff as well, such as if you find the bonus, the pay slips, and there's also a time. If you get target time better than the target time, and was there something else? No, I think that's the only ones. If you get the special thing, if you complete it under a certain amount of time, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna use space here, click or press space to jump. You reach the exit, he rips off his shirt because he's a badass, and you're done, and you go through to the next level. Notice that you can just press N or just space. It's a one-button platformer, so you just can keep on going. Now, I'm going to fail here. Hold it down for a longer jump. Quite obvious. We've seen this in every other game whatsoever. But we get this screen of retry next level menu. This is the first thing that I want to discuss. Don't have this. Just don't have it. Just remove it. Just immediately retry the level. Especially in later levels, I want to just keep on going. And even though if I keep on pressing space, it's almost seamless. It's hard to know exactly when I die. And having that, forget it. Just start immediately. You're fine with starting immediately. Since it's so short, I'm not gonna, press on and say that this is a really big thing in this type of game where you want to continue on very, very quickly. But it's still a little thing. You could just remove that screen. And for the menu, have a little button at the edge of the screen. Obviously, there's a ton of white space in most levels. Excuse me. There's a ton of white space. So just have a little button to press the menu, or let people know that if you press M, it pops up the menu whenever, or P, pause the game and pop up the menu, so that you can get there if you want to. But if you fail, you immediately restart the level, because there's no reason not to. You want to immediately restart. You want to keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. So that's just a tiny little thing that I'd like to have done a little bit better. Outside of that, it's a very nice game. There's a progression of more stuff. Now there's, these guys, and you collect payslips to unlock secrets. I've already collected the payslip in this level, so I can't collect it again. This is a bit of an issue. You should have the payslip still so that you can collect it again if you want to, because I want to show where the payslip is, but I can't in this instance. But have it grayed out or something like that, so I've already collected it, but that's where it was if you replay the level. It's just a tiny little thing. It's not a huge detail. So the progression is really nice. They add on more stuff and more. There's traps and all kinds of things like that. I'll actually, if I'll kill myself and go into level selector. I haven't finished the game, but I have gone a little bit further. We can go into middle manager. That's how they call the junior assistant is normal. Then we got middle manager and executive, which is insane. Your mustache obviously grows because you're a badass, which is quite nice. And you even see this little layout of the level and how it's looked out. You have these things right now that jump, you have things that shoot missiles, and you have all kinds of things. It's pretty much time-based, and you want to kind of manage your time. In specific cases, I actually want to try and show you a level where you can still have the pink slip, which I missed. Maybe even the latest level, the executive, which are very difficult ones. You can see the pink slip is right next to the... is right over there for some reason. Yeah, it's right here where my mouse is right now. It's over there, and this is a pretty difficult one to get. You want to jump over here and then maybe go back, but it falls exactly, so I do need to fall to the right side. There's a lot of thinking about it. It's pretty interesting, and it's quite a cool game where you want to try and find the exact timings, because obviously you're on rails, right? So you need to find the correct timing and jumping correctly, and it's interesting. For some reason, I have a problem with this game, and everything is done really nicely. The graphics are nice, and outside of the music and tiny little things that make the experience a little bit better, I have a problem, and I believe it's a problem of pacing. It's a problem of the speed that the game goes through, and it's kind of dull. I feel that it's not fast enough. Obviously, speeding it up would completely change 100% of the game, because it is on rails, and everything works on a timer, and you want it to have on a very specific timer. But for some reason, other games of this genre I feel they're much faster. There's a sense of urgency that adds on to the game, to the fact that everything you're running around and it's fast and it's happening. In this game, it's not there. I'm not talking about some kind of wall that comes in from behind and tries to kill you, so you have to run away from it. But it's very evident, and it made me kind of not finish the game. I didn't even finish it. You notice that I stopped at the later levels. They're obviously very difficult, even insane, you'd say, but they're just not interesting enough for me to keep on playing. And it's something that's I'm really finding it hard to put my mind on. Maybe one of you can think about it and put it down in the comments, so maybe you manage to find that specific thing that's deterred me from keeping on going. It might be that the game is just a little bit too slow for me. It doesn't make it easy or not difficult, but it's a bit too slow, and it's just kind of, yeah, I'm playing it, and it's not exciting enough for me. It's something that I'm having a really hard time pinpointing than telling you what to do better or how to make it better. But it is something that I have to convey. I have to try and convey, at least, that there's no sense of urgency, there's no real interest for me to keep on going, and if I fail a couple of times, I'm kind of bored, and I had to really make myself continue playing until I eventually stopped at the insane levels that are pretty damn difficult. Outside of that, it's a really cute game. It's a one-button platformer. It's done very well. There's progression. There's more stuff coming in. There's additional interest in the payslips that you pick up. When you pick up enough of them, you can unlock secrets, which create, there's a secret level. There's hardcore mode, which you start from the beginning and try not to die and see how far you can go upon reflection, and probably more stuff that obviously I don't have right now because I haven't collected enough payslips. There's a lot of replay value, and it's done well in every single aspect. I can't pinpoint why I don't like it as much. It's very difficult for me to do. I really want to find it. I hope I will, but I can't really find it. It's kind of frustrating for me as someone who wants to look at this game from a development perspective. But that's it. I Quit Mustache. It's an interesting game. Try and play it yourself and maybe pinpoint it. Maybe it won't happen to you and it's a really good game and you just thumbs up and you're good. Maybe, I really don't know. The programming is by J. Robin. The art is by Pixel Power Luke. It's by Games Butler, and it's been authored by Casino Jack. It's a lovely little game. I Quit Mustache. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.